And we're back on KJFF. And in the studio this morning, Marie from Autumn Ridge is here. And Marie always brings in a guest. One of the residents from Autumn Ridge. Good morning, Marie. We missed you last month.
Yeah, good morning. I was not well last month, so I appreciate you guys covering for me.
I see Autumn Ridge on social media all the time. You guys are staying busy.
Oh yeah, we had our big Mother's Day tea party yesterday, and it was quite the hit. So
Really?
Yeah, we have one of the best activity directors we could ever ask for. She keeps us busy, keeps us going. And tomorrow, weather permitting, we actually get to go to a Cardinals game.
Tomorrow. That'll be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, rain, go away, so we can go to the
that's
Cardinals
right.
game. Yeah.
Didn't
So-
know about that.
So you'll load up the bus. About how many you think will go?
So we have 14 passenger bus, so the bus will be full for sure. And then I'm gonna drive separate so I don't take away a seat from a resident. And if I'm lucky, I get to pull a kiddo out of school.
Oh.
Yeah, bring us an extra helper.
You know, things are not going so well for the Cardinals.
No, not so well.
And I wouldn't be surprised if some of your residents get signed up for a contract up there tomorrow. You know?
Well, if I bring the boys with me, both my kids play baseball, so if I bring one of them boys with me, maybe they'll have a shot. And between that and all the experience some of my seniors have.
Well,
Yeah.
tell our listeners again about Autumn Ridge, what you're all about, and where you're at, in case this is the very first time they've heard on the radio about Autumn Ridge.
Yes, so Autumn Ridge Residences is an apartment complex. We offer independent and residential care. We're a senior living community. And basically my job is to give you a little extra love and care so you can stay as independent as long as possible. We sit on 7.5 acres nestled in the hillside right there off of 55 and Herculaneum. Yeah, that's everything in a nutshell. And like I said, we have independent living and residential care. So my goal is to keep people out of a nursing home.
All right. Who did you bring with you today?
So I brought one of my new residents. Her name is Graham. And just from the first time I met her, just fell in love with her. I've met her family. Her family's wonderful. So I thought she, and she has a little bit of a different situation on how she came to be interested in senior living and why she's made the move. So I thought today's conversation with her would be a little bit more, it would be different. And she's doing what I preach about when I tell people, to make the choice, make the move while you're in the driver's seat. And that's exactly what Graham did. So I'm really proud of her for that. And, hope that, somebody will be listening today and that she'll inspire somebody else, whether they move to my community or another, that they take the choices to be in the driver's seat and to take care of themselves. Ultimately to keep you out of a nursing home.
Well, Graham, were you from the local community then here in Jefferson County?
Well, most recently I lived in Imperial.
Okay. And then how did you come to a decision or come to the thought that perhaps this style of living, the independent living at Autumn Ridge, would be for you? What kind of sparked the idea that this was something you needed to think about?
Well, actually, one of my family members came and talked to me, and I had kind of thought about it a little bit before then, but they were worried about me living by myself and not being real active like I used to be. So they told me about the idea, and I said, sounds great. They were shocked. They thought they would have a little more fight, but no, I was ready. I lived in a 3-bedroom house by myself and my 2 cats. I don't need that much room. I didn't need that much junk. So it's a way of downsizing also,
So being there by yourself you had the cats with you and everything, but I mean, was that a constant worry on your mind, the upkeep, maintenance, and everything there at the house?
Yeah, the expense and the actual doing it, yes. Yeah, it really was.
Okay. And so then you took a look at Autumn Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me a little bit about how you arranged that first visit.
Actually, I had been looking for places, and I don't even remember how I found Autumn Ridge, but I talked to Marie, and the first time I toured, we just, as she said, clicked. We just did well together and started talking, which is part of the problem. But yeah, what she had was what I wanted. My only downfall was I had to rehome my 2 cats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was really, really hard for her because she was really looking at our community and another community.
Right.
And the other community would have at least let her keep 1 cat. But, you know, after multiple visits with her and the family, she ultimately chose to come to Autumn Ridge. And I have to make good on my promise to bring in my kitty so she can at least have some cat time sometimes. So,
That'll make things better from time to
Right.
time.
yeah.
Right.
We also have therapy dogs that come in, which isn't a cat.
But it's, yeah.
But we do have therapy animals that come in and visitors that bring animals sometimes too. So that's at least where, well, I get to at least visit with the animal for a little bit and I don't have to take him to the vet or clean up after him.
Right. Right.
What else appealed to you about Autumn Ridge? Were you still able to make your meals at your home?
Yeah, but I don't like it. You know, I'm not really into cooking. I did more microwave. I was interested in socializing. That was a big thing for me because I had gotten away from it since I retired, and that was a big thing. I wanted to definitely find a place that had the activities, and the meals were great, but also the socialization during meals.
So that was number 1.
Yeah.
It sounds like socialization.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully she doesn't mind me sharing this, but she actually was a teacher and has really been her whole life, very engaged and very active. I'll let her kind of go into a little bit more of her hobbies and her lifestyle, but, you know, she really has an amazing personality. She's so funny and so witty. So to see her or to hear that she's been locked up and cooped up in a house, you know, I could definitely see socialization being her number 1 priority. So she could, you know, share, you know, the beauty of what and who she is with the world. Like she's definitely not somebody that should be kept in the house.
So how long were you a teacher? Was that your career then?
Well, that was my career, but I quit after the first 9 years and went into other things, which I enjoyed, but the income up and down, I was in sales and some other things, and the up and down of the income was just hard for me. So I decided to go back and teaching, which I loved teaching. It wasn't, I didn't get out because of that. So yeah, I have taught everything from preschool through high school.
So you were around people all the time, whether
Right.
it be in sales or
Yeah.
the kids. So socialization was a big part of your life.
Yeah. I found that after I retired, I just kind of kept to myself, and that was not normally me, and that's one of the things my family members were worried about me.
Yeah. Well, I hear they play bingo down at Autumn Ridge. Have you been involved in bingo yet?
Not yet. I'm more into games,
Yeah.
like card games and board games, so I'm looking forward to that a lot. And I'm looking forward to the painting class. I'm not a painter, I'm not artistic, but I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah, she will definitely make you feel like you're gonna have like a whole new talent once you're done with Marty's painting classes. She really knows her stuff, so
Well, and I looked at the results, and they all look so good, so
yeah,
I'm very excited about it.
yeah.
Does the activities, are you involved in the activities then?
Yes, I'm getting more and more. I'm still unpacking.
Oh, are you?
But yes, I have become more active, tried a few things, trying to try new things.
And there's music all the time at Autumn
Yes.
Ridge.
Yes.
And she said one of the new things she's trying was, she goes, and I normally wouldn't say yes to coming onto the radio, and probably definitely wouldn't say yes to me recording it. But she says she's trying new things and trying to get out of her comfort shell a little bit, and so I'm really proud of her for doing that too. So, you know, the adjustment, I mean, from being in your own home, doing things your own way, and being kind of isolated to, like, all of a sudden now I'm in a building with over 100 people, you know, that can be quite the adjustment.
Well, one of the things that also swayed me to Autumn Ridge was the residents, as I toured, were so friendly and so outgoing. And I thought, well, employees are kind of supposed to talk about how great the place is and be happy, but the residents don't have to be. So that really spoke highly to me about their happiness at the place, at the location.
So when you came in, introductions were made. Have you made some friends?
Yes, I have my meal mates that we're planning an outing, so, because I have the car and none of them do, so we're gonna do that. Yes, I've made, a lot of friends, and some people expect a new joke every day, so.
Yeah, you told me a joke when you came in.
Yes,
Terrific. So you have a joke book all the time, or you always have one clean joke in your pocket at all times?
well, the problem is I don't always have a new one. My memory is not what it used to be,
Okay.
so.
Oh, maybe you need a little file box or something, 3x5 cards with your jokes. Terrific. Socialization was big for you.
Definitely.
You're out of your shell.
I'm out of my shell. I see people every day at meals and different activities. So, and just walking down the halls, in the elevator, everybody talking and very friendly.
And if they don't see you around, I bet they're asking, where's Graham?
I don't know about that, but.
Well, they were definitely asking yesterday, so, yeah.
I have family in town, so
Oh, you do?
yes, so I'm away from the apartment mostly.
Yeah. The inside of your apartment, are you getting it, you say you're still doing a little bit of unpacking and everything? Are you getting it set up the way you like?
Yes, yes, I'm surprised. I looked at the apartment and didn't think it was that big, but now that I've got furniture in it, it seems really big, so. I'm very happy with the size and the facility itself.
So you like it to where you can go downstairs and be with your friends, or go back upstairs, wherever
Exactly.
your apartment is, and have your own little private time?
Exactly.
Have you been to the gym yet?
Been to the gym. I've been to the craft room, but that was only during tornado warnings.
Yeah. Funny story about the tornado warnings. Her family came to tour after she came and toured, and it was like a little over a month ago, maybe 2
Yeah.
months ago, and we were just having constant tornado sirens going off for like 2 hours, and so we actually really got to know her siblings pretty well through that, and I felt terrible that I was like basically barricading them in our basement. Well, we're like, it's crazy raining and stormy outside, so anyways, but yeah, so we've had, we could definitely do with a few less tornado warnings.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Boy, and it stormed again last night.
Yeah.
Did that wake you up?
No, once I get to sleep, I'm a pretty heavy sleeper.
Have you thought about a favorite meal there yet? Has there been something that you've had that you really like? Any special entree you like?
Well, they had a margarita pizza that I thought was delicious.
A margarita pizza?
Yes.
And they homemade those, they're,
Yes. And I liked that I could have salad every day for lunch, for the lunch meal. That's nice. I need the roughage, I need the vegetables, so.
And anything special for dessert?
Well, I missed it, but I heard a lot about the cherry chocolate ice cream.
it's today.
And I'm not gonna be there again today for lunch.
Okay, well, I will make sure. That's the nice thing, so if you're gonna be gone for a meal and you know you really want something, we will save it for you. So, now that I know, I will make sure that we save a little bit of the cherry fudge ice cream for you, cause it is on the menu today. It is a popular favorite, so.
And also, actually, when I first toured, she sent me home with a peanut butter cake, which I'd never heard of, and it was delicious.
Yeah, Ashley, our dietary manager, and really everybody that works in the kitchen, you've got different people making different things, and they make so much of that stuff from scratch, and yeah, things that I would never attempt to do at home or try to do on my own, so.
Well, Graham, I'm glad things are working out for you.
Well, thank you.
And what advice do you give to folks? Do you know others that you've talked to that may be in the same situation you had been in? That you're in a house that you've been in for a long time, and you hate to give it up, but you just don't like the maintenance costs and everything involved, and you want to make a change.
Yeah, I don't really know. I just say be open to new ideas. Because some people are just so used to doing their thing and they want everything to be exactly the way they've always done it. But there's new ways to do things and new ideas about how to live.
Okay. Marie?
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with what she's saying at all. Change is scary, right? So, and sometimes when we tell ourselves how awful and terrible the change is going to be, and a lot of times, at least for me, when I look at change in my life, I think about it was really hard and difficult to go through that, but in the end, there was a plan that was bigger than me at play, and it led me to where I'm at in life today. So, again, challenging somebody to be open and not to be so afraid of change, that some really great things can blossom out of change.
Terrific. I don't have any more questions for you, Graham.
Well, I definitely think my decision to go into this type of living was definitely the right, and I'm living Autumn Ridge, so I would say my decision was a thumbs up.
Big thumbs up.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Why, thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Hal. I appreciate your time today, and thank you, Graham, for having the courage to not just share your story with me, but with Hal and our listeners. That takes a lot of courage. So I'm really proud of you.
I'm working on it.
And more importantly, Autumn Ridge is proud to be your home, and we love you already, and we're happy to have you a part of the family. We do have some upcoming events.
Yes.
So actually, this Saturday, Known Detailing is hosting an auto club meet and greet at Autumn Ridge, and we'll actually have a food truck vendor there. So that's this Saturday from 11 to 2, and one of my beloved church family friends is coming, Danny Denton. He's coming to play music as well, and it's supposed to be 74 for a high, so it sounds like it's going to be a beautiful day. And then Wednesday, May 15th, we have our community bingo event with live music at 1 and bingo at 2. And June 4th is our next radio segment about 10:30.
Terrific. So you have a lot on the calendar.
Yes, that's just the stuff that I do. Our activity director's got all kinds of stuff going on.
What's the first name of your activity director again?
Carla.
Carla.
Mm-hmm.
I see her on social media all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, she's just if you are blessed enough to know her, she's just a beautiful person inside and out. I tell people all the time she's God's gift to the world, that's for sure.
A lot of things at Autumn Ridge. Again, Marie, if someone wants to call and make an appointment with you for a tour, what's a good way to get in touch?
Yeah, so if you or someone you know is considering senior living, you can call me Marie Selling. You can come take a tour and or have lunch with me. My phone number is 636-931-8400. You can also visit us online or Facebook. Online is autumnridgeresidences.com, or check out Autumn Ridge Residences on Facebook.
Terrific. Graham, again, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
All right. Marie, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Hal. See you next month.
Marie Stelling with Autumn Ridge in Herculaneum, our guest this morning here on KJEF.